And will you make sure that comes through on Facebook on your end? It says I'm live. So I'm checking our connections here. I don't know. Or here. I can check mine from here. Let me see. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just check one thing here. I'm out of my ordinary, honey. Give me a second. Yes. Hi. What you doing? Hi, Destiny. Hi, Megan. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Peggy. I don't know who came on earlier. Tell me hello again so I can say good evening, Janice. Hi, Maria. How you doing, Maria? Hi, Marcy. Hi, Trina. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Tammy. I missed somebody there. Hi, Karen. Hi, Sharon. PJ's with us. Kathy's with us. Kimberly's with us. Hi, Sally. Hi, Gina. I'm going to have something we found here. If you don't know, I'm in St. Augustine, Florida. And guess what? We scored an Airbnb at last minute. We thought we were going to be in a hotel, and it just came through last minute on like late Thursday. Let me fix y'all here. And good thing, because I got this whole place took up with I got a literal film studio set up on this dining room table. So yeah, y'all know Fresca is one of my favorite drinks. This is peach citrus. Keith got this at Publix. And what else did you say they had in this?
Cherry.
Fresca black cherry. Girl, I want to try that one too. So we're going to have a drink together. Hi, Brian. How are you? I love Fresca too. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Thank you, everybody that took time to wish Keith happy birthday yesterday. He was a trooper. He was a trooper.
Got to walk out on the beach.
That's good. That's good. Oh, that's good. Christy, hi, Lee. How are you, hon? Wish you were in our class. Hi, Mindy. Did he get his shrimp? He did. He got coconut shrimp. Yeah, we had a late dinner last night because we set up our classroom, and it just took, I had to run some errands after I got here. Everything just kind of snowballed, and it kind of went in from one to the other. But we got over to Priscilla's salon, and the child, they had the classroom set for us. All I had to do was carry my stuff in. If you're watching Priscilla, that's the first time that's happened. So thank you for that. So we just took our stuff in and chit-chatted, and we got a tour of all of her space. It's so, so pretty. So I'm looking forward to seeing all my students this week for sure. Look, I'll be teaching in person by day. If you could see this table I'm sitting at, literally, I've got it set up for film studio. So I'm going to teach in person by day and then come back over here after I socialize and all the things I'm going to film by night, honey. That's one thing that being mobile taught me, was how to be kind of universal in whatever space that I'm in. Yeah. Hi, Deborah. How you doing, honey? Oh, you're down with the flu? No. I'm so sorry, Lee. I'm so sorry. Who did I miss and not say hello to? Hi, Sunny. Sunny met me for lunch today, and we had a good chit chat and a little visit, and we ate some Mexican food for lunch. Keith didn't get to join us. We got a sick puppy. Dutchie got sick during the night last night. Wouldn't you know, kind of same symptoms as before. She's not had any new thing to eat. She's not had any new medication. She's been puny all day today. So not really keeping anything down. She is keeping her water down slightly. So we're just watching that, and I got some medicine going in her. So it could be when we took them walking on the beach yesterday, she gulped in some salt water. That could be what's irritated her tummy. So it could be nerves. Yes, it could be the 12-hour trip. It's only a 9-hour drive for us, so GPS says, but we kept getting stuck in all this storm that was moving across the East Coast. We were out running it, and we'd have to stop and get gas or stop whatever, and that storm would catch up with us. It dumped rain. I am telling you, it dumped rain on us. So that could be I'm just watching her just to make sure. So yes, thank y'all for being here tonight. We're going to do Seaside Candyball. We have a 30% coupon on the bundle tonight. Keith, would you pop that bundle up? Now look, y'all, when I'm traveling, I don't have full-size product with me to show you. So what I'm showing you is not what you're going to get. I have my inks in these little bottles that I travel with. Y'all that have watched me do lives when I travel, y'all know that this is not what you get, right? You get the full-size thing. So in tonight's bundle, you're going to get a blue color cocktail ink. You're also going to get an aqua color cocktail ink, full size. You're going to get a full-size Snowdrop Dew watercolor bloom. You're going to get a full-size Buttercup bloom. You're going to get a pack of little itty bitty micro shells. Wait till you see when I get under the camera what I've done with these. I don't have my fancy schmancy little tray. When I'm over at headquarters, I have all my bundles set up on a little tray, or when I'm in my studio, it's all right there. I'm working on a paper plate tonight, honey. So I'm going to show you how to crush these little dudes and make your Seaside candy balls from that. And this has a candy chrome in it called Mojito to Go. Wait till you see that. This is absolutely beautiful. And we only had 20 bundles because we're limited on our inks. And when I put the bundle up earlier, I don't know how, again, I don't know the algorithm, but it started going like ASAP for that. So let me adjust my camera and we'll get to it. Hold on. You see the thing, and you're not going to see my pretty light. Hold on just a sec here. And sorry about the paper towel background. We're doing the best we can tonight, honey. Yes. Okay, if you could see my light, because part of my stuff's over at the classroom. I don't have everything here to work with tonight. So I was missing my little flashy cure because she's over at the classroom. Y'all, you gonna die. Hold on, I got to show you this. I'm going to make you dizzy. Look what I've done to my light, honey. I've propped her up on 2 cans of bubbly so I can get my candy ball under there. Child, yes, this is definitely something a beginner can do. You're not going to believe how easy this is, Stacy.
Sticking it up on the cans on the
Yes, this is a great tutorial. Okay, I've got my nail tips set up. I'm using just the natural nail tips. Can everybody see okay tonight? This is not my Norm studio lighting, but I think it's pretty good.
Yes,
What kind of lights am I using? I am using Tronics. Excuse me. I just took a big gulp of drink. These are Tronics lights, and these travel everywhere with me. They fold completely flat. They have a USB port in the back of them. They have warm, they have cool, they have 3 or 4 lighting speeds. I don't know how much these are. But my travel curing lamp is a little lavender curing lamp. I have a love-hate relationship with her because she doesn't want to stay on. No matter what I've tried, she likes to blink, honey. So I don't use that if I'm going to cure hard gels or anything of that nature. But it's okay for traveling and nail art. So we're going to start these with some metallic glaze. We're going to put this down as our base coat really, really thin and cure this. Just wait. Y'all, this beach seaside nail is so pretty. It's so pretty. Y'all doing all right tonight? Have you had a good week? Stressful week? Blessed week? Look, we can look at any situation and think it's stressful, but it can always be more stressful. And there's always somebody else in a worse spot than what we are. You know what will help? When you get those times of feeling blue or feeling down or feeling like your business is never going to take off the ground, that's the time that you need to go bless somebody. You bless somebody with something. It might be, it might be taking them a meal. It might be just sending them a little text message. It might be giving them a phone call. We don't ever know. It could be something. Somebody sent me a text message this week. I don't get this too often. And I'm not going to say who it is because I don't know if she's watching. And I don't know if people ever want to share. If I sent somebody a message like that, I wouldn't want somebody to share that I sent it. But I got a text message this week from a sweet nail tech friend. I'm going to cure that. And she said, I don't know why I thought about you today. She said, but I just wanted to check on you and make sure you were doing all right. I was like, yes, I am, girl. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, Maria, no, I'm so sorry. Our fur babies are just like our children, aren't they? I know Keith and I are. When I lost my Gracie, Keith was out of town. His mom, he was helping move her into the dementia care unit. And Gracie died while he was gone. And it was a horrible weekend for me. So I know it hurts your heart, something terrible. I already know, girl. I must say a prayer for you. Yes. And we should take time and mourn our fur babies. As a matter of fact, look what Duchess and Darla gave me for Valentine's Day. We don't even do Valentine's Day, honey. We've never done Valentine's Day. Won't you stop? I know they had a little help from their daddy, didn't they? Mm-hmm. Yes, Lord. Now we're going to go with one more coat of metallic glaze because that first coat was to stick to this plastic nail tip. Y'all following me? That was our base coat. Now we need a wet layer because if Stacy's still watching, Stacy, we're going to use our metallic glaze as a wet layer, and we're going to put this ink in the wet layer. We're going to do the same step on each of these nails. Typically, I would use a clear nail for this, but you know what? Humans' nails are not clear. So I decided to go with a natural. And here's what we want to do. I'll pop her right there. We're going to take our darkest blue. Sorry, that camera is wanting to jump around a little bit. Let's see if we can raise her up just a tiny bit higher. I don't have a computer monitor tonight to see if I'm staying in frame or not. Because Keith is on the other end of, there we go. I think that did it. All right, we take the dark blue and we're going to put that in that wet metallic glaze. And we want the dark blue concentrated down towards the nail tip. We're going to take the aqua. And we're going to do aqua here. And just let that float into that wet layer. I'm going to put a little bit of alcohol in my dish. This is 99% alcohol in a clean water bottle. And you can see that ink is flowing in the metallic glaze. I got a little brush here. This is one of my multimedia brushes. All of my nail art brushes are over at my classroom. And I could have done this without a brush, honey. But I'm like, let me just use one of these. And now we're just going to tap and tap. And tap. And what we want to happen is we just want that to kind of be like ocean. We're going to let gravity help with that. And just kind of hold it right there. And now when we cure this, we will cure the ink into the metallic glaze. If you don't have enough, or if you tapped too much, you see how that's kind of starting to separate like water? Girl, won't you quit it? Won't you quit it, Miss Tracy? This be beautiful on big toes for pedicures. And now we go put her under the light and let that cure just like it is. We'll do the other two. Remember, this has to go into a wet layer. So really thin metallic glaze. How many of you are brand new watching tonight? Do we have any newbies at your first time? If so, give us a thumbs up. Chris, I haven't forgot about our message that you sent me. I haven't forgot. I had to pack for this Florida trip. I got something put together for you. Jamie says it's her first time watching. Girl, won't you stop? Dark blue. I'm going to kind of go asymmetrical with that one. And the aqua. You know, I have little babies separated out just about of everything that I use to travel with. In other words, collect you some little containers, honey. I have my crystal embossing gel in here because it's hard to bring full sizes when you have to pack double. I had to pack a work bag for here and a work bag for my class. So it just makes sense to condense some of that down. And now just touch with alcohol. You could use acetone here if you want, but you will get this prettier wave separation if you use the alcohol. Look at that. And just give it just a second to do its thing. Just a minute. Kind of tailor as you go. You can drag it if you would like. Oh, that's beautiful. Let's get her under the light. And one more. Here we go. A little blue, a little aqua. If you want to do a sunset theme, you could do some orange and red. You could do a little bit of purple and orange, however you want to make that happen. I'm trying to stick with this ocean theme. And aqua. Let that overlap each other so the colors kind of marry. And now just drop that alcohol in. This is, did I say this is 99% alcohol? You can use a 70%, you guys, but 70% won't separate it quite like this one will. Oh, child, she's pretty. Look at there. All right, we're going to put all three of those under the light and let that cure for 60 seconds. Just give that just a minute. Now, if you're not handy with a paintbrush, this is the perfect kind of artwork to do. Or if you've got little hands, honey, and you can't quite hold a paintbrush. I had to do it. Oh, Lord. Look, I'm a little bit tired. I get crazy when I'm planning for my classes, but I am so excited about this week and being here and working with my students. All right, let's get these out of the lamp. We got 1, 2, and 3. Now, luckily, metallic glaze is very sticky. That's what she's known for. We're going to go in next and put in some beautiful ocean waves. If you feel like you don't have enough blue on here, which I kind of feel like she washed out a bit, I'm not going to put that back in a wet layer. Let's add just a touch. Let's add just a touch there. And just use a little bit of alcohol. There we go. There we go, boo. Little touch more aqua on this other one. Alcohol inks are very, very forgiving. Who uses our brand of ink? Oh, child, look. Look, I don't even know if I should give them a sneak peek. I have the alcohol inks that are going to drop when our new website launches. Lord, honey. Look, while I'm here, I still have to make the samples of that. They are incredible. They are pearl, beautiful pastel colors of ink. I'm just waiting on that to dry just a second there. Okay, we're going to shake this up. This is our watercolor bloom inks. We got gold and we got Snowdrop Dew. Now look, these will separate. We want to shake it up, but at certain times we want just the fluid off the top of there as well. I'm going to shake the white one. Okie dokie. And these have to go in a wet layer of Ladybug Luster. This is what's going to make our ocean wave. Now this is in the bundle, but you can get this just by herself too. It's not uncommon for you to pick up a little bit of residue from that ink on your brush. It's cured into the color, but obviously it takes ink a little bit longer to dry. So just have your little towel nearby that you can kind of wipe your brush on if need be. Okay, open this. And now I'm going to put my little ocean wave about right there. We're just going to let her do its thing. Give it just a moment. Little touch of alcohol. And she scatters. Wherever you touch, that's just going to scatter on out of the way. It's going to make a beautiful ocean. Girl, won't you stop? Lord. Okay, and when you get that where you want it, then you're just going to cure. Look at that, how beautiful. Oh, yes. Gravity, let's turn it this way and let gravity kind of pull that ocean wave on over. And cure, please. The curing process is what stops your watercolor bloom ink from moving. Don't forget to enter your coupon code. Yeah, you can save 30% on your bundle with the code Seaside. Keith, can you type that code in? Yep, it's all capital letters. All capital letters. Seaside. It's a good way to try a couple of the watercolor bloom inks to see if you like it before you invest in the whole set. Look at that thing. Lord. Seaside. And just wait. Don't get in a hurry, and apply your alcohol directly to that. Give it just a second to move and kind of bloom a little bit. It is not blooming gel by any means. and just lightly manipulate that. Again, I'm having to use my mixed media brushes I use for other art because my nail art brushes are over at my classroom. And we're going to cure that one. One more. Are y'all loving these so far? It's so easy. It's so easy. And look, Wednesday night is beach themed as well. I'm going to be using this sea glass crystal mixture. This is not available just yet. The girls don't have this on the website. This will go up tomorrow, but look what I'm using with that. This is sea glass crystals, sea glass gel polish. This sea glass gel polish, look how pretty that would go with what we're doing tonight. Girl, we go paint us a whole beach coast on Wednesday. Palm tree and all. All right, little ladybug luster. There we go. And now our snowdrop dew.
Somebody asked where'd the white come from.
Which white? This white?
Yeah.
This is in the watercolor bloom inks. Oh, look at that one.
Somebody else asked, what are you using to move the white?
I am using 99% alcohol, just little drip drops in there. Now that's a sea spray, honey. Just little bit of alcohol. We're going to stop right there. You know, you can't control the movement of these. So if you have a perfectionist in your chair that wants everything just so, this might not be the artwork for them, especially if they want two exactly alike. But then again, this might be perfect for the rest of your clientele. Now, this gold one, I'm not sure I'm going to use this. I brought this out just in case. This is the metallic one. Look at that. This is in the bundle. I think this would mimic a sand type texture. Now, because that has to go in a wet layer, I don't want this to bloom. Like, I don't want this watercolor bloom to go up in here. I need to control it down here. I have frozen this top coat for 10 seconds so that I can go in with one more top coat, like right in here. I'm just going to nudge it right up next to that. That way, if I don't like it, I can take it off. You'll understand what I mean by controlling the bloom. If you don't put the wet layer up any higher, it doesn't have any place to move to. So just a teensy bit of the gold. This will just put a shimmer in. This is very translucent. I'm going to see if I like it or not. Just kind of let her hang out there for a second. Yes, I do. I do. Oh, honey, she needed that, didn't she? Yes. And now we're going to fully cure that. Let's go ahead and add that to the other two. This one, I want to leave that wave like it is. I think I want some gold up in this area. So again, control where you put that ladybug luster. And now just a little shimmer. Let me shake that up one more time. You can put the gold anywhere you want to, Lee. Anywhere you want to. This is like a champagne. It's just a really pretty champagne shimmer. Now, if we want to incorporate, we could drop just a tiny bit of white into that as well. And now kind of make this push over out of the way. Oh, child, did you see that? Oh, honey. And now we cure. That was pretty. Let's put that up in the top of this one right there. Watch close. Watch close. Gold. I'm going to lay that gold on pretty heavy. She just dance around in there. Let's see. Let's pop in a little white here. You ready? You ready? And here we go. Touch. And touch. And beautiful. And now we'll cure. Okay, let's get about 30 seconds on those. And then we're going to seal that with our top coat. We are done with that portion of the nail. Now, in the kit, you get these little seashells. They're all kinds of little bitty babies. They're just all kinds of different sizes and shapes in here. And I have, I put them on my paper plate like that. And I hit it with the bottom of my gel polish bottle. And I broke them up into all of these little tiny fragments and pieces. And I got some where the ends have kind of broke off of them. See there? So I specifically want to use that little end, especially these baby ones. If you can hit it just right and break it, you want that area right there. So you get a whole pack of these with your kit. And they're all different sizes in here. Because my dotting tools are over in the classroom, I had to get creative tonight. Look, I thought I was going to do my live without even a paintbrush. And Keith reminded me, I had my little kit here. He's like, there's a paint kit. He said, what's in that? And I had my other brushes. So that was good. But he loaned me from his shaving bag. Do not do this in the salon. Have something else to put this on. He loaned me some flosser picks, honey. And I have gone ahead and took a little bit of my clear whipped cream, which I have in here, and I stuck that little pick in there and just barely cured it enough to hold it on the end of there because I knew I wouldn't be able to freeze that under camera for y'all. Is that making sense what I've done? This is just our holding device. You could use a toothpick. You could use a dotting tool. I actually looked in the Airbnb here and couldn't find any toothpicks. This will be fine. This will be fine. I got a little bit of clear whipped cream in my little baby jar, my little travel jars. These are little silicone pots, you guys, and they travel this pretty well. All right, who watched our class last week when we made the flower candy ball? Raise your hand if you were with me. This is even easier because you're not painting anything. Let me get these nails out from under because I got to have my light here. Because I don't have my flashlight, what we're going to do is we're going to dip and you're going to submerge your whole little seashell that you broke off the top of there. Just the whole thing. And then you're going to start to rotate that like a little rotisserie chicken so that gel doesn't go to one side or the other. And you're going to rotate that the whole time I'm in the lamp. I'm just going to freeze this inside the light. I'm going to be right back. Freeze, 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 freeze. And now I can show you what's going to start to happen. That candy ball is going to form over the top of your seashell. In I go. Like my gel has a thinner consistency because it's warm here and it's warmer in Florida than what it was when I left Virginia. And we're under a winter storm warning today. Girl, I'm glad I'm here is all I got to say. Child. And I'm going to rotate like a little chicken and I will be right back once I freeze cure this. Oh, 2 feet of snow. Honey, I'm so sorry. Girl, I feel for you. Now, as that candy ball starts to form, this starts the magnification process over top of there, right? And this one might be a little bit too big. I'm afraid this shell might be just a bit too big for me, but we'll see. I think it's going to be a little bit larger on this nail surface.
Marcy asks, is it whipped cream gel or is it embossing gel?
It is the clear, what's the name of it, y'all? I call it clear whipped cream. Crystal embossing gel. Or is it called crystal embossing? What's it called on the website?
Crystal embossing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Okay, I got to keep that in the lamp. I'm rotating it in the lamp just a second. And that's about all I'm going to put on that because that's plenty. When you look at the side of her, look. And there's our seashell candy ball. Let's keep going and make it with these 2 tiny ones. I think I'm going to like these ones better. Right in the top. And right under the light. And rotate that. Any questions on making your seashell candy ball? They're very, very easy. They're much easier than what the roses one is. Look, that's just one dip on that. And I already got just a beautiful little halo over the top of that. I'm going to dip one more because I want to keep her tiny. And cure. Look how beautiful. And let's go ahead and dip this baby because I'm only going to put this on one of the nails because we have this mojito to go. Our candy chrome we're going to put on the others. Anytime you're doing 3D like this, ladies, don't put this 3D on every nail. You'll end up with nails that look very gaudy. Maybe that's okay for certain kinds of nails and certain kinds of designs, but this is not a gaudy design. This is a classy design. These ocean waves are incredible. And why would we want to cover that up? Right? We got to let the ocean wave shine.
I keep saying your nails are gorgeous.
I didn't oil them before I went live. I should have. Who got this chrome from the other night? Brooke said that she had a little bit left and she was going to fill that and put into open stock for y'all tomorrow. So we did. We had a little bit, and Keith says he believes there was 2 bundles left that had this product in it. Okay, I'm going to put these under the light and let them get a full cure, just in case they haven't. Now that they're stable. And crystal embossing gel doesn't need a top coat unless you want to put it on there.
She getting hers tomorrow.
Yes, Trish, Keith brought you a package. Are you here yet, hon? Oh, Lord. These are hard to take off when you got nails. Let's see if I can get it open. Oh, goodness. Look at this. This is Mojito to go. Now, this is available outside the bundle as well. Keith will link that for you. This candy chrome is exquisite for beach season coming up. It's mint, but it's blue, and it has a little bit of, I don't know if you can see, it's almost like a cotton candy reflection. Mojito to go. MOJ. Now, this will stick to... Let's see, which one do we want to put the candy balls on? I think we could put the candy ball on that one. And this will stick to that top gel because we only cured it just a little bit. I don't want to put it all over. I kind of want it to separate between that light and the darker portion. Doesn't it make you just feel some kind of way when you're doing beach nails? Girl, quit. Now, she's a little bumpy. Do y'all see that light line bumping around there? We're going to smooth that out with one last coat of metallic glaze before we final top coat her. Let's put a little bit of this over here. You put it wherever you want it. I'm telling you, this is easy peasy artwork that make you feel like $1,000,000. And your client sitting in your chair, yes, honey. Or on your press-ons. Nobody does this on press-ons. Come on now. Oh, I think we're going to put just a touch on here. Let's put just a little bit right there. And then we will attach these candy balls. Mojito to go. This is very, very pretty over different shades of green. All right, these two that are not getting candy balls, let's smooth this out. A little metallic glaze. And how we want to smooth is a super thin coat. This is our slip layer. It's called slip because it'll let whatever we put around on top of it, it'll let it slip and slide around. So when I drag this bead, wherever I don't have slip layer, it's not going to flow properly, right? So now I'm just going to drag a tiny little bead of that and let that level. Body heat will, of course, help that as well. Now we have a beautiful, beautiful nail. Is what in the kit, babe? The Mojito to go? Mojito to go is definitely in the kit. Yes, the candy chrome is in the kit, in the bundle. And now we're going to cure that, and we can put a top coat on her in just a sec. About 60 seconds, she'll be ready for a top coat. Let's grab the other one. See, this doesn't need anything else. You want that ocean wave to show off. Oh, girl, that is so pretty. Little slip layer. And now grab the bead and go right down with it. And now don't touch it. Just leave it alone there. Turn upside down. Oh, you know what? We said Wednesday night when we did my nails live, that they would match my ring, and they do. Caribbean Aphrodite, and I did Caribbean Aphrodite nails. Girl, I'll probably end up with some artwork on them before the end of the week because you know I'm teaching an art class. This week is more than an art class. I am teaching advanced airbrush skills this week, you guys. Normally, I would have you file the bottom of this with your e-file. It's over in my classroom. Since I've already showed how to do that, I'm just going to clip this a little bit, and we're going to make time and get her on the nail. Is that all right with y'all? These little dental flossers, I used to be able to get these at the Dollar Tree. They were cupcake picks, and they had little teddy bears on the end, and they came down to such a sharp point. They were perfect to build my candy balls on, and they stopped selling those. If anybody runs into that, would you please let me know? I would even pay you to grab me some and send, because they're so, so good for this kind of work. Now, so what we do now is we just kind of figure out where we're going to put that candy ball on here. And I honestly think that one is too big. Okay, first things first. Now, these won't be available until Wednesday. This is our sea glass crystal mix. This is in our bundle Wednesday night. And because I'm going to load her up with some of this embossing gel here, I'm going to attach everything with that. I haven't put a final top coat or metallic glaze on this one just yet, because I want to sneak this up around these. You're really not going to see this too much. It's going to peek out. These are resin. Some of these are resin and some of these are crystal. Let me get in frame, Thelma. And so now I'm going to take my little seashell and I'm going to sneak her right in here. Get up in there, boo. And so these little guys are going to act like pillows around my seashell. Oh, and I think I want this one on there too. A little bit more crystal embossing. And I'm going to put this one right there, kind of back to back. Oh, yes. Let me freeze that. I'll be right back.
Angel says she loves the bling.
Thank you, boo. Now, this has the champagne crystals in here, are glass. So now we've just frozen that. Go back in with a little bit more of your crystal embossing and just really make sure that is fixed on top of there. This one, I'm going to lay a crystal on a crystal. Put that right down in there. You could stack crystals. You don't have to. Look, there are no rules when it comes to crystallizing. Oh, honey. These gold ones play really nicely off of that gold watercolor bloom ink that we used. It's so pretty. I wish you could see this in person and see the dimension of that. Now, I have a little wipey over here that I'm wiping this paintbrush on before I pick up the crystal, so I don't have gel all over that crystal. That's kind of important. I like sneaking these champagnes on this kind of outer edge there. Look how pretty. If you have caviar beads and you want to use that, go ahead. This is such a delicate design. I didn't want to put caviar on this one. I wanted to stick with these sea glass crystals. Oopsie, girl. Which one do I want? This one. This one. And that's all I'm going to do. I've sunken my little seashells. Let's see if that camera will focus. Look how pretty. Look, you don't have to dip your seashells. You can affix them right to the nail with your crystal embossing gel. Let's cure that. In we go. And then we're going to top coat up around those little nooks and crannies. Isn't this a pretty mix? Girl. Now we have 30% off on your bundle tonight if you'll put your code in. But use your code Seaside. And the crew at Queen Ladybug are tackling the shipping this week. They're holding the fort down while we are here working and doing our class. All right, these are ready for a top coat. Let's go ahead and final top coat that. I'm going to turn this over if I don't put the top on. Do we have any questions? Recap of the bundle? Yep, I'll recap while I top coat. You're going to get 2 colors of ink, a navy and an aqua ink. You're also going to get 2 colors of the watercolor bloom, which is essential to make the waves with. You're going to get the white and the gold. Then you're going to get Mojito to Go, this beautiful candy chrome I've used. And you're going to get the pack of little itty bitty baby shells. And these are various sizes, obviously, because these are natural. So what I do, like there's already a half one right there. I pick out the tiniest ones. I lay it between 2 paper towels and I smash it with my gel polish bottle until they break apart like this. And then I'll use my little fragments for something else. But look at that little spin, how pretty. So when you do that, you get just the tops of your shells off of there that you can dip if you want to. This one is perfect. Look at her. Girl, I didn't see her. Look at that cute little top that we could have used. And that's how easy it is. That's what comes in the bundle. If you purchase it separate, it's $131.70. But if you put your coupon code in, you get 30% off of that.
Sonny asked, can the shells be purchased separately?
Can shells be purchased separately? They are not online separately, Sonny. They're in the bundle only. I will see if Brooke can get those up tomorrow for you, but I can't guarantee it because we got 2 people holding down the fort this week. Beautiful. I want y'all to look at this up close. I'm going to get as close as I can. Let that camera focus. Would you look at that? That's an ocean wave, honey, if I ever did see one now. And that was so easy. It's just so easy. It's beautiful. Let's cure that. Now this one, we're not going to top coat any of our stones or anything else. When we top coat, we're going to top coat right up to the edge of it. So nudge, 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 sneak right up next to that for me. That'll help keep your stones on even better. And do that all the way around. How many of you think you can do this? Are you enjoying your lessons? I know we've done some kind of unique stuff lately, but I love it. I love the candy balls. I love the 5D. For our open studio week in March, we're going to have a little e-file class.
They're unanimously saying they're loving it.
I love this look. I think this is so, so pretty. What I was going to say earlier is this week, I was going to tell you about my class this week. So I am teaching advanced airbrushing skills, not with a battery powered airbrush, with a high compressor type of airbrush, as well as 5D. My nails are over on my station in the classroom. Just wait. I'm going to show you those live on Wednesday. It's going to take us all week. This is a 5-day class. It'll take us all week just to make those 2 nails. Tomorrow, they get to do something really special as an introductory to the class. So they will get 5D, they will get casting, they will get airbrushing skills. All of that advanced work is going to be included this week. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to that. So real quick, let's put under here what's in our bundle. We got this. We got this. These are my little travel size inks. Obviously, you're not going to get this size. You're going to get full size. But so we're going to pretend that's full size, okay? Then you're going to get this, and you're going to get your shells, all of that. Your coupon code is Seaside, all capital letters. And that will get you 30% off. Keith says we only got 10 is all we have left. We only have 10 bundles left. Lord. Okay, look at this together. Honey. Miss Tracy, you better quit that now. Let's see. Let's hold this a different way. Let's put that one there. And let's put this one here. This looks like the Earth from the solar system. It's hard to hold all three of these things. Look at that. I can't hold all three of them. I'm going to hold two of them. I'm going to hold two of them, honey. Let's pop her into the side over here so you can get a look at her. How many you think you can do it? Stacy, you still watching? You going to try it, boo? Yes, no, maybe? Sally, are you going to try it?
Christina says she needs somebody going to the beach.
I'm going to get real close. Look here. I'm telling you guys, this watercolor bloom ink is incredible. If you don't have this set, there are 10 colors of this, what I did the white with. These are going to be gone very shortly. And we won't have these back in time for spring. Obviously, we can have it remade. But look at some of these. Obviously, it comes with a black. I can't wait for Halloween to use the black and the orange. I haven't even unwrapped my travel set here. But I want you to see what's out there for spring. This one is rose water. Look at that pink. Girl. I can't get the wrapper off. Keith just put the set up for you guys. And all of them separate and bloom like this. Let's shake her up. Look, she looks horrible right now. Look at her, boo. Look at her. This is beautiful. There's a lavender. There's a light blue. There's two shades of blue in here. There's the indigo and then the cornflower. There's a really pretty, like a limeade lime, a purple orchid. These are the new ones we were talking about earlier. And then there's two shades of white in here. This one called Floating Petals is a metallic white. It's like a glazed donut white. And it acts like, so when we put this one on, you know how she danced and kind of floated apart. This one will do the same thing. This is meant to use with another color. Are they not listed separately now? I think they're already on separately. I believe. Let's check and see. Let's check and see. Yes, they are. They're available individually. Sure enough, honey. Brooke told me she was going to put them up last week for us. They sure are. So do you need me to run through the colors real quick so you can kind of see what you want to eyeball in individual? I'll be glad to do it, or I can let y'all go. Yes? Okay. So let me get these wrappers off. This is Violet Ripple. And again, now they're supposed to separate because when you shake them, that's what activates the bloom. Where mine has sat on the shelf and then sat in the car all the way here, I would even be tempted to sit her upside down a little bit. You want to shake it, and there we go, until those beads start to move. Oh, look at her. This is Violet Ripple. Maybe Keith can pop the individual colors up while we're shaking. This is a, what's that say? This is 15 milliliter. So it's the same size as the triangle bottle of ink. The triangle is just obviously a different shape. Take good care of these. You can only use this in a wet layer. We recommend Ladybug Luster. You get the best separation and that lacy look if you put it into this. Okay, just be sure that you wipe off your brush. If you get any gel residue on that, wipe this brush off before you put it back into the bottle. Look at her, hon, how pretty. So that's Violet Ripple. Let's go ahead and open this one. This one is, what's she called? Sprinkle of Peach. Give her a shake. Isn't that beautiful? And why are these different than like our boba tea inks? Because these are separating inks. They are meant to bloom. All right, let's see what else we got here. Indigo Shower. This would be a must. This blue is really, really pretty. Girl, look at her already. This is like a medium. It almost reminds me of like a denim blue. Definitely get white. If you're buying individuals, get you the white one, which is the Snowdrop Dew. And then if you had to only choose one color, I would get this, because there's a nice contrast, high contrast between these two colors, and you'll get that really pretty rippling. You know, sometimes our budget won't allow us to get everything at once like that. And then you can, these are going to be core collection, so you can work on building your collection as you have the money. This Floating Petals is the that metallic, like glazed donut kind of feel. Oh, she's pretty. She's pretty. Your two metallics are very thin and watery. They're supposed to be. Okay, don't confuse those with the opaque ones. This black one is who was with me New Year's Eve when we rang in the new year together. This black one is what we used to make those Aurora stone nails we were working on. Okay, come on. This is really nice and opaque. Thank you for the orders, you guys that are grabbing these. I am glad that we remember these had been put in. This one is Midnight Mist. Shake her up a little bit more. There's 10 of these, by the way. Midnight Mist. Really nice dark black. You know what? I can see using this at Halloween to kind of make a lacy type of spider web. For sure, honey. Next up, we have Rosewater Haze. This is like a really pretty rose quartz. So pretty. We got two more. Two more. Lily Leaf Pond. Lily Leaf Pond. Let's shake her up. This looks like a honeydew. Oh, yes. Look how beautiful. Watercolor Bloom Art Ink. Last but not least is Cornflower Cascade. Cornflower Cascade. Oh, look at that. How pretty. That's beautiful. Any questions on our watercolor bloom inks? You know, they're formulated to match all of our other inks. It's real important that when you're carrying 2 or 3 lines of ink, that one works seamlessly with the other. Now, I've not tried these on stonework nails because we have some new gels coming a little bit later this year. That's actually a stonework gel collection. But seeing what it does on these, I'm thinking it's going to be beautiful on our stonework nails to incorporate these with that. What you want to do, ladies, if you're going to grab any of these, you need to keep this out of direct sunlight. Okay. Direct sunlight will evaporate your fluids in here. I would suggest, if you at all can, store these in a drawer. Keep them cool and dark and out of that light. Keep them away from a heat vent, something that's shining directly on that or blowing directly on it. These are not gel. Okay. These are art ink. So there's a total, 10 of these total in the set. What's the other one? Oh, wait, here she is. Right there. Any questions?
He asked if I could put the Butter Club.
Yes, there is the full set of these ones. Any questions, ladies? And let me just double check this for you. These, if you're interested in the full set, they have a coupon code on them. It's 50% off. Full set is Bloom Ink. Bloom Ink. So the word bloom and then ink saves you 15%. But you have to use the link for the full set. You can't put all 10 in there individually. It's right there. It's linked to that. Bloom Ink. Oh, good, Megan. They're very flexible, aren't they? You can use these 100 different ways. I'm going to do some flowers with these one night for y'all. And when you get the whole set, they come in a little box. Any other questions? Did y'all like your Seaside tutorial tonight? You must have. The bundle's about to be gone. Keith Vincent, it's about to be gone, honey. Yeah, y'all want him to pop this bundle up real quick? This mojito to go is just gorgeous. That's a beautiful candy chrome. Very, very pretty. All right, listen, if you have any questions, let us know. The girls at Queen Ladybug, Team Ladybug headquarters will take care of y'all's orders this week. I am here in St. Augustine, Florida, teaching our casting class, which starts tomorrow. And I will be live again Wednesday night. We're going to do some more Seaside nails. But for those of you that don't enjoy hand painting or this kind of art makes you really nervous, we pulled out some Seaside nail foils and we're going to be incorporating that for Wednesday night. Okay. So I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.